ladies, welcome back to Moments with Bia, where we initiate change with purpose. Today I want to talk to you about 5 what if infertility related questions that can sneak up on you, drain your energy, and leave you emotionally depleted. And I will tell you what to do about it. But before we dive in, make sure you subscribe so that you get notified every time I post a new video, which is every Wednesday. Diving right into the questions. Question number 1 is, what if I never get pregnant? What if I never get pregnant? This was a question I struggled with a lot until I was able to interrupt the question and dive right into visualizing my entire pregnancy from beginning to end, from finding out I was pregnant, going through the pregnancy stages, delivering and holding that baby in my arms. I realized that this can be kind of a hard exercise to start, but once you start doing it, you will find out that almost immediately you will feel this emotional uplift. The key thing in doing this exercise is to do it with a sense of conviction, to do it in a matter-of-fact way, as though this is something that is happening to you right now at that moment. That is the key to this exercise, because that is how you diminish the power of this what if question. Question number 2 is, what if I can never get over this empty feeling in my life? This feeling of emptiness that I have, what if I can never get rid of it? Well, for this question, if this question pops in your mind, I suggest something that I did myself, which is writing a list of things that used to make me smile or make me happy before I decided to start a family and have children. So if you take a piece of paper or write it or type it in your phone, whichever way you want to do this, but write down the things that made you happy before you started going through infertility. The key to this exercise is to refer to that list mentally or actually as often as you want to, or as often as this question pops in your head. Now, when I say mentally or actually, sometimes it can be difficult, especially the first few times you try this exercise. It can be hard for your mind to naturally kind of go to those things and hold on to that in order to get this emotional uplift at that time. So if you can't do that, if you can't seem to pick yourself up and right away tune into that list, then physically pull up the list that you wrote down or typed out, pull it up and read it. Help your mind, give your mind that little boost to actually start get going, and soon afterwards you will feel that emotional uplift that I'm talking about. So the first few times, just, take out the list, read it out aloud or read it to yourself, whichever way you want to do it, but help yourself and get going with this exercise, and then it will become easier and easier to do. Question number 3 is, what if I don't want to consider adoption as an alternative? Now, this question can be difficult to answer, but if you don't want to consider adoption as an alternative, a really good exercise to do to address this question is to take a piece of paper and simply write down all the possibilities that you are open to. That can be, 1 thing or 5 things. It doesn't matter. Again, the number of things on this list is irrelevant. The exercise is about putting on paper, getting it out of your mind and putting on paper the possibilities that you consider yourself open to. When you go back to this list, so the point of writing it down is that you go back and you read those possibilities, you will find out that some of those possibilities, or maybe all of those possibilities, may not be that hard to attain, because sometimes we know what the possibilities are, but we may feel they're kind of far-fetched. And so when you write them down, when you physically see them on a piece of paper, you may be reminded that they're not really that difficult to attain. And when I say possibilities, You may or may not include natural pregnancy, but whichever way you do it, you just write them all down and you just look at them, and that makes them not so something that is so hard to achieve. If you want to take this exercise a little bit further, then you can keep adding to the possibilities, but now add the possibilities that you are not open to. All of the things that you're not open to as a possibility to becoming a mother. What the point of this this part of the exercise is that you refer to these things later, maybe a month, or 3 months, or 6 months later. If you're still not pregnant, if you still haven't achieved pregnancy as you're going through infertility, you pull back that list, a month, like I said, or 3 months later, you look at it and you find out that some of those things that you wrote down, you may now be open to, right? Some of those possibilities, you may have changed your mind. We change, we grow, we are open to things that we weren't open to before. So just keep that list and, for later on, just in case you might want to refer to it later. Question number 4 is, what if I am pregnant then? What if I'm pregnant by then? And this question usually comes when you have kind of a big decision to make in your life that is unrelated to infertility. So for instance, maybe there's a big trip you want to plan out, and you have to have it planned out in advance, and you need to book it now. Or you're moving to a new house in another state, and you have to decide if that's a good idea or not. So every time you have like a bigger decision to make, your infertility kind of comes back in a way, and you're asking this question to yourself, like, what if I'm pregnant by then? What do we do then? Maybe we should wait. Maybe we should wait for like 3 months or so, and then come back and revisit that decision. Now this is a little bit of a deeper issue, and it's just one of those things where you kind of start feeling a little indecisive, and that is something I noticed when I was going through infertility. It's very interesting. It kind of makes you a little indecisive about things, and because you just want to wait on everything. You want everything to stop. You want your entire world and everything that's happening in it to stop until you get pregnant, and then you're gonna be doing all those things, and everything can start going back to normal, and you can live your life. So the exercise that I suggest for this question is to take whatever it is. Is it a trip? Is it a big decision about a certain move that you need to make, career-wise, personal, whatever, and do it. Just do it, book it, be it, go to it, whatever it is. Just simply do it. Enjoy your life, live your life while you're going through infertility. I understand that this can be easier said than done. I understand that if you're right now going through infertility, the last thing on your mind is, how to enjoy your life. And especially if you have been going through infertility for quite a while. And by quite a while, I don't know what quite a while would be for you. For me, I went through infertility for 11 years, so I would say that is quite a while. So just remember with this exercise, just remember to live and enjoy your life, other aspects of your life, and just not worry about what if you get pregnant by then. You'll figure it out when that happens. Question number 5 is, what if I'm not supposed to be a mom? Altogether, what if I'm not supposed to be a mom? This again comes up, and all of us that have gone through or are going through infertility have in one point or another questioned that. What if I'm not supposed to be a mom? What if this whole thing is happening to me because I'm just not supposed to be a mom? Or maybe if I am a mom, I'm not going to be a good mom, and that's why maybe I'm not supposed to be a mom. Don't go down that rabbit hole again. Simply do this instead. Pull up a piece of paper. Again, I'm big on writing stuff down. When you're going through infertility, writing has a very therapeutic, very productive sort of way of dealing with the whole infertility issue. So write down on a piece of paper what your definition is on motherhood, what your definition of motherhood is. What is your take on motherhood and why you want to become a mother? Now, I talk about this particular thing and how to do it in a previous video. I can link that below in the description if you want to watch it, but write it down. And the reason for this is you want to refocus your mind and you want to remind yourself why you want to be a mother. Now, just like with a lot of things in life, if you are clear about what it is that you want, and if you're clear about why you want that, you tend to be more motivated to go after that thing in achieving that thing, whatever it is, one way or another. So this exercise is very similar to that, and it pertains to infertility. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know below in the comments which one of these questions resonated with you most and what you do to answer questions such as these. Also, remember to subscribe so you get notified every time I post a new video, which is every Wednesday. Thank you for watching, and until the next video, make sure to initiate change with purpose in every area of your life, including infertility. Until the next video, ciao!